We're behind the sheep shed woods today, and we've just come across that field and then down this track, and the first thing we see is this. So there's a leaner, another leaner and another leaner, and then a stick on the floor, but I thought this was quite interesting. So this stick is threaded through there and it goes along there, comes along here, but then here, look, it's got a Y stick slotted over it, and that is just resting on there. Now that isn't part of this, and it's not part of that, so I'm not really sure where that one came from, unless it fell out of a tree, but it's more of a sapling size as opposed to, you know, the thickness of these trees. Oh, it might have come down from there possibly, I don't know, but anyway, we've recorded that and we're going down here. This is such a interesting little bit of wood. So there's all this stuff going on there on the ground, just on the edge. You can see a cut log there, so there's obviously human activity going on here as well. I think that's probably just a fallen tree, all that activity, excitement on that little bit there, I don't know. So we're following this little game trail. It's lunchtime on a Sunday, so hopefully all the shas have gone home for their dinner. Rob's got his bright coloured thing on though, so we shouldn't get shot. Is this a little pinned arch? It's a bit spindly, so it may just have fallen over that way. There's a fresh break. Look, there's a bit of a cross there. That leaning up against there. That laying on there. And that's a break from there. Right on the edge again of the woodland. Now, is that were they put there on purpose, or have they just fallen out of the tree? It's funny how these are all laying down. And there's a break there, look. And then a leaner going across the trail. Nice Y stick there, laying down. Very interesting place. Last time we were down here, I think we found a couple of odd structures, so we'll see if we can find those again. Look at it down there, isn't that fantastic? Down in the bottom of the valley. There is some fencing round here because I think it's grazed by sheep sometimes, but I think we can climb over that without any problem. Oh dear, you alright? Are you okay? Have you not hurt anything? Oh dear. You see, it's dangerous what we do. Nobody realises how much danger we're in. So there's a big mound there on top of that hill. Rob, do you think that mound is natural, or do you think it's man-made?
Man-made. Could be all the rocks out of the field.
Oh, yes, it could be the rocks out of the field, yeah. And look, looks like there's a couple of leaners there.
4, 6, maybe 5. Don't know. Got that one, and that one.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe one behind it.
That's an interesting little collection, isn't it? Some lovely big old trees down here.
Where we saw the fox, wasn't
It was where we saw the fox, yeah. And do you remember it was where we heard that funny barking noise one time, and then Louis told us another time that it was a type of deer that made like a barking noise, because I hadn't a clue what it was. Look at the green of that grass up there in the sheep field. Everything's growing like mad, and it's not even March. So we're just climbing up to that mound that we saw, that we thought was man-made. And look, there's a pinned arch here, there, up there, and it goes into the ground there, and it's poked in, what, I don't know.
2 centimetres.
Yeah, a couple of inches, I suppose. There's a floating log over there. There's another pinned arch over there. There's a cross there, look, Rob. There, look. With those branches, I wonder if that's natural. That's a break. Is that a bit high for the forest folk to have broken it? How high is that, do you think?
From down there, about 8, 9 foot.
No, I wouldn't have thought they'd be that big.
Up there.
Yeah, there's a pinned arch there, look. Right, we'll carry on. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff here. Okay, Rob, tell us about this.
Big one here. The bottom, there's no room, it's broken off somewhere. That's in there.
Yeah.
And behind there.
Behind where? Oh, in between those two trees. It's slotted in between the two. Okay.
Surely.
And it's resting in that fork.
Yeah, so that obviously fell into there, didn't it?
This one
It's fallen.
fell into the V. Yeah.
Why did it not snap out?
So why wasn't that snapped off when it fell? Okay, yeah. Look at those parallel sticks on the floor there underneath it as well. That's interesting. There's a lot of straight logs here lying on the ground, which I think is quite interesting. It feels a bit like a wallow, you know, with logs sort of defining spaces or making rooms. There's another leaner there, look, going up that tree. See, look at that on the ground. It looks like a great big A-glyph, but I don't know. And there's a little Y stick in it as well. But has it just fallen out of the trees, or has someone put it there? There's a break here. But the thing is, there's the break. So was it this that landed on it? That doesn't seem big enough really to have landed on it, but maybe it was this that landed on it and broke it. Yeah, because that's a lot heavier. Now this is a bit gross, so if you're a bit squeamish, don't watch this bit. But here, look, something's dug a hole.
Quite freshly dug too.
But in the bottom of the hole, there's some poo. Now, what animal, and it's very wet and sloppy, what animal buries its poo?
Well,
like
they buried
that?
it, just dug a hole and pooed in it. And,
That's
it's a round
strange.
hole.
And you don't think that's a human poo?
No.
No?
Definitely not human poo.
That's a bit creepy. Now this is very strange. We talk about sticks being lined up, don't we? Hang on, let me go around this way because I can't get through. It's a bit spiky. Look at those. Now that's an old fence post. So, and there's the fence. But why are these things lined up on there like that? No. I mean, why would they be lined up in such a neat order? That's odd. Have we got to climb the fence again? God, I'm getting too old for this. We just spotted this one, which is very interesting. So that's 2 Y sticks slotted together. That's so cool. Coming from all the way over there. There's a pinned arch up there. Looks like there's something going on down there, look. I'll get a bit closer and then I'll film it. This is quite interesting. We're trying to work out if all of this stuff is just from a fallen tree or whether it's been put here with some kind of purpose, or could just be a fallen tree. And then there's that great big pinned arch there. What on earth is that? That's huge. It's massive. And there's another one. There's sort of one underneath the other there, isn't there? Sorry if it's a bit jerky. The ground is quite uneven here. Look at that. Oh, hair. You see that go? Wow. Made that jump. Look at that. Is that...
Part of it looks like...
Well, do things grow out of there? That's weird. Or is that poked in there? Look at this. That goes up there.
Well,
round there.
Held in there.
There's a big...
by that big tree.
Yeah.
That big tree looks like it's come up recently because you can see all the soil. Right?
That one, yeah.
But this here looks like it's been growing against there for a long time.
Yeah. It's so hard to work out, isn't it? What's really going on and what's really happened in nature. Well, look, there's one of those arches made of ivy. They look so cool. And there's another one over there. What did you say, sorry, Rob?
Nothing in the woods now after that big sneeze.
After you sneezed, you frightened everything away for about 4 miles. Such a gorgeous spot. You can just imagine people picnicking in here, or oh, there's 2 big arches there as well. See those arches, Rob?
Double arch.
Double arch. That's really nice.
And there's a arena right in the middle of it, sort of making a cross.
Yeah, but also look at that along there. That is resting on crossed sticks.
Yeah.
Is that sensible in nature? I don't know.
Isn't it?
It's all very interesting in here.
Is this one of the first places we came originally?
The sheepshed woods, yeah, we came here ages ago. I'll put a link to the video once we're back on proper internet, because at the moment we've not got access to anything really until we move into our house and get everything set up. This is just gorgeous. Such a fascinating place. There's so much. Yeah. Is that a game trail? Let's walk up there then.
Up there, yeah?
Yeah. This is quite interesting here. So this is a fairly new break. Then there's a leaner in it. There. There's a leaner coming through, going across there. There's an even bigger leaner going up there. And that's this is connected to this piece of ivy or something that makes like an arch up there. I don't know whether that is just things falling down out of the trees. It's right by the game trail again, and that flurry of stuff down there is right by the game trail. So right across the path here, this game trail you can see that we're on, there's a pinned arch, and it's pinned down by this big log, but there's no route here where it might have come from, because there's just the path. So where's that tree come from, and how has it got there? Because this is the end of it. So you'd think there'd be
a stump here,
a stump in the ground, and there isn't anything. We've seen this, look. So you've got this sort of shape here and there. There's quite a sort of clear space underneath, and then just here there's a break, and then a floating stick, and then an A-glyph, another fresh break just there, look. That's quite an interesting little set of things. We've got some open fields over there now, so we've come across the wood, and we're going to go across into that other section of wood just over there in a second. Right, we've come into that little section that I pointed out from the other side, and then we've come across all this stuff. Now, why are all these things on the ground? And it doesn't seem to make sense. I mean, possibly a storm, but look at that. That's odd. Well, the thing is, if it was the wind, and the wind was blowing that way to knock these ones over, then why are these ones going that way? Because that's not the same wind, is it? It's wind in a different direction.
Fresh breaks on that too.
Fresh breaks, yeah, I know.
And right where they are, there's none of that spindly stuff.
Well, that's what I was looking for, some of those spindly trees that are easy to break. But it seems like they're all broken already and gone. Now, the other thing I just noticed, which looks really interesting, is this. There's a cross there with a stick along the back of it. Now that's interesting. As you get closer to it, it loses its impact, but from back over there it's very impressive. There's a pinned arch, look here, and it's threaded through there, back round behind there, through there, over there, down here, and it's got cross sticks over it. Now, you really, seriously, not telling me that that's normal and that wasn't pulled into place by a pair of hands, because I don't believe it. Oh look, there's a game trail over there. Yeah, let's go up there and have a look. You won't believe it, but we found another hole with poo in it. So what the hell makes a hole and poos in it? Hey, who does that? It's not human, because
No.
if it was human, it would have bloody tissue paper in it. Like when the gypsies do it. The manouche.
Weird, isn't it?
That is weird. I've not seen it before, but then again, I haven't been looking for it.
No.
Who the hell looks in holes for poo?
So we need to know what animal digs a hole.
What animal digs a hole? This is a question
in
for
it.
Louis. What animal digs a hole and poos in it? We have no idea. Look at all those sticks there in the bottom of that tree. That's interesting. Let's just have a quick... Oh, ow, 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 shit. Oh look, an upside down Y stick. My favourite thing in the world. Look, what's this here? This is interesting. There's a broken thing there. There's a broken thing there. But look at that. That's odd. Because are they... Oh, they're growing. That's not growing. That's not growing. That's not.
And that, no,
But
it's not growing.
these,
They are, yeah.
they're growing.
Those two, yeah. There's a big Y stick there.
Oh, another Y stick.
But there isn't any. We've not seen that anywhere else in this bit of wood, have we?
Well, maybe these trees are these are the grown-up
These are the
versions
grown
of
ones,
those,
they
yeah,
are,
because
yeah.
they've got the same pattern there.
Yeah.
Aren't they called plane trees?
Something like that. This one isn't.
No, that's an oak tree,
And then you got this.
I think.
That's different wood.
Now, well, that looks like fence
It does,
post
doesn't
wood.
it?
I just thought that was odd, just all sticking up there. Strange. Anyway, onward, we're going home now. Rob's going to go metal detecting.
Hey.
Hey! And I'm going to edit the film. We were just leaving and we saw this. So we've got those there. Then there's a fairly new break there. This goes across there. And then there's these here. I don't know if that is anything significant. And that falling over has made a little pinned arch there. And snapped that there, I think. There's no way you can tell whether they're natural or whether they've been sort of bent over by someone or something. I don't know. Right, I've got to fight my way out of here now.